Coach Prime to appear on Earn Your Leisure. By the time you see this, he probably has already been on there. On Earn Your Leisure with Rashad and Troy. I love everything about this. Let's talk about it, why this is important, why this is big after the bumper. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody? What is up, everybody? My name is JeffLightsyJr. here at the Black Boss channel and Victory Formation. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, notification bell, because we upload every single day. Now, Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, will appear on Earn Your Leisure, the podcast. I love everything about this. Let me share with you the clip, or one of the clips. They've posted several clips, and by the time you see this, the episode will probably have already aired, but that they post on social about letting the world know that Deion Sanders will be on. Let's take a listen. And this is also, by the way, this is fair use, no copyright stuff. This is, for critique, fair use, Earn Your Leisure, YouTube. They've been messing with me, so fair use.
So, you're short, man, dog. What's going on?
One thing I thought was really cool, they pulled up to Jackson. They pulled up to Jackson State, to Jackson, Mississippi, to get this interview done, to put this down. I thought that was really cool, and that meant a lot. So that's pretty cool also.
Good. Fellas,
So what's up, Coach Prime?
what's going on, boss, man? Hold on, Coach. You all right? Yes, sir. I'm in here.
Yeah, that's you.
Am my mic or boom?
And so, yeah, that's just a little snippet. I don't want to show any other things. They did a lot other, more promos, but it had a lot of music, and I don't want any more copyright strike. YouTube's already messing with me, so I got to keep it, try to keep it as try to stay in their good graces as long as possible. But with this is awesome because we've seen Coach Prime on I Am Athlete. Excuse me. We've seen Coach Prime on I Am Athlete. We've seen Coach Hugh Jackson on The Pivot. Well, we've seen Eddie George do different interviews with different people. We've seen, these guys continue to expand and grow the brand. And for Earn Your Leisure, which is a non-sport, they're a part of the culture. Earn Your Leisure is part of the culture, but it's a non-sports podcast. It's a financial literacy podcast, essentially. And it's not just a podcast, it's a TV show. It's a brand. It's a financial literacy brand, specifically targeting Black people. And to have Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, not only continue to spread the HBCU love, spread HBCU support, but also going on there teaching good game about, make sure your paper's straight. You know what I'm saying? Deion Sanders has been someone who has made a lot of money in the professional level, both in the Major League Baseball and at the NFL, but also because of his endorsements, also because of his brand, his marketing, something that Earn Your Leisure is really great at. Deion Sanders is like the best ever at when it comes to marketing and marketability. And this is also a recruiting tool, not just for his school, because we know it's a big time recruiting tool for his school, for Jackson State, and they don't need any more help recruiting. They're the best of the best. That just is what it is. But it's a recruiting tool for all HBCUs, because I know, just like any and every other podcast and any and every other, interview that he's been able to do, he just not only amplifies his school, but he amplifies every single school in the SWAC. He amplifies every single HBCU across this country. And to go on a platform like Earn Your Leisure, which garners millions upon millions of views, millions upon millions of impressions across social media and YouTube, Facebook, all kinds of stuff, that is great. I love everything about it. Rashad and Troy are awesome. I'm a big Earn Your Leisure fan. I watch him, I follow him, I subscribe to their stuff. And getting Coach Prime on there is a culture shifter. It continues to raise the bar for HBCUs. It continues to put Jackson State specifically on a platform and in a space that it probably hasn't been before ever, simply because we're in the social media era. But it also continues to keep the conversation going. See, what you guys don't realize, and this is why I say Prime is the best at what he does. What we realize is that Jackson State doesn't play this week. And so already this week, we're early in the week. Already this week, we've had two major stories that involve Jackson State in a week that they don't even play football. We've had Coach Prime campaigning for Shedeur to be a Heisman Trophy winner. Or in the Heisman Trophy conversation. Let me say that. And, it's garnered a lot of traffic because he's right. He should be in the conversation. He won't be. And I've already stated in a previous video why he won't be, but he should be. And so that makes sense. And so and that'll be a topic of conversation for the next few days throughout the duration of the week. And so you have that because different outlets, different people have already picked it up, different outlets in different spaces, whether it's Twitter spaces, Clubhouse, YouTube conversations, whatever. All of that stuff will continue to garner traction, hashtags or whatever, will garner traction as far as Shedor's Heisman candidacy, right? His Heisman candidacy. That'll last throughout the rest of the season, but it specifically was brought up this week because of what he's been able to do throughout the season and the fact that they don't have a game. And now you have Coach Prime on Earn Your Leisure, one of the biggest platforms in the financial literacy space in the world. And that'll garner traffic, and that'll garner conversation topics, and et cetera, et cetera. He's going to say something on there that is going to piss somebody off that's not a Jackson State fan, that's not a Deion Sanders fan. It's happened. It continues to happen. It happened last week. We had the guys from the Uncorked podcast. I talked about that. Don't need to go on that anymore. But it's continuing to keep your name and your team relevant, even when you don't play football. Continuing to keep your name, your team's name, your sport, your conference, the HBCUs relevant, even when you aren't playing football. You're dominating on the field, right? Like you just beat Valley 49-7. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive. That scored 49 unanswered the rest of the game. You get what I'm saying? Like you're dominating on the field while also simultaneously still got Aflac commercials. Shedor's still handing out Beats by Dre to all his teammates. You're still taking trips around the country to promote the brand, not just your brand, but the brand of the school. And you're getting high-level content creators or one of the biggest financial literacy platforms in the entire world to come to Jackson, Mississippi to talk to you about yourself, about your team, about what you're doing for HBCUs, about what you're doing for the culture, all during a bye week. All when we probably shouldn't be talking about you because you're not playing a football game this week. You're keeping your name and your team in the news for all the right reasons. Not the wrong reasons, because you could be in the news for all the wrong reasons, but for the right reasons. And that's why I say Coach Prime is the best in the business of what he does. There's no one else like him. There's no one else that can do this type of stuff, that can garner this amount of attention, even when you aren't playing games. He's the best, man. He's the best ever. I can't wait to see the episode on Earn Your Leisure. Earn Your Leisure. Coach Deion Sanders is going to be on there. Coach Prime talking about Jackson State, talking about financial literacy, talking about, his trials and tribulations. He's done a lot of this, talked about a lot of this stuff before, but it's going to be interesting to see what controversial statement he's going to make during this podcast episode. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below on Coach Prime going to the Earn Your Leisure, sitting down with the guys from Earn Your Leisure. Shout out to those guys, the guys from Earn Your Leisure. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Once again, my name is JeffLightsYJr with the Black Boss channel, Victor Formation. Subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 4,500. Hit that thumbs up button. Like, share, and subscribe. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JLightsy7. That is on Instagram and Twitter at JLightsy7. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Peace.